Alright, we're introducing
Brayden,
Stephanie,
Haley,
David,
Dale,
Pamela.
Todd.
For Crystal's speech.
According to WebMD, intentional injury is the #1 killer of children in the United States. By child-proofing your home and supervising your children, most of these injuries can be eliminated. It is important for you to child-proof your home before you bring a newborn home from the hospital, and make sure you check all your safety measures at least every 6 months to prevent unnecessary injury. There are several steps, like all the rooms in your house need to be safe, and there's overall precautions that you need to take. You need to install outlet covers and plates on outlets to prevent electrocution. You need to install smoke detectors in every bedroom and in the kitchen. Use window guards, window stops, or safety netting to prevent children from falling out of windows. And make sure an older child or an adult can remove the safety device so that they can be used as emergency exits. You need to remove window blind cords that have loops that can cause strangulation. You can buy tassels and replace the cord loops, or you can simply cut the cord loops in half. You need to keep children out of dangerous rooms that include the bathroom, garage, and office. You can do that with doorknob covers or door locks. Place slide locks or iron hook locks high on the door out of a child's reach. You should use a cordless phone to remain mobile when children are around, and have at least one cell phone in the house for use in emergencies when there is no electricity. You should post emergency numbers next to all phones, including numbers for poison control center, nearest emergency room, and the pediatrician. If your house has chipped or flaking lead paint, hire a professional to remove it. Install safety latches on all cupboards and airtight containers, including refrigerators, chests, or coolers where children can become trapped or suffocated. This is an example of a cabinet latch. Just install it on the cabinet. For the kitchen, you should install safety latches on all cupboards within a child's reach. Remember that safety latches are not fail-proof, so you should store knives, sharp objects, and pans out of a child's reach. Store soaps, detergents, alcohol, and other hazardous items out of reach. Keep breakables, especially fine china, in secured cupboard out of reach. Use back burners when cooking and turn handles away from the counter edge so they don't burn themselves. Leave appliances unplugged when not in use, especially the toaster. And keep electrical cords coiled and out of reach. Always put the iron away when it's not in use, and never leave it on the ironing board where the child could tug on the cord and get burned. Equip faucets with anti-scalding devices, and never leave hot drinks around children. Remove tablecloths, which can be pulled down along with anything on them, and always latch the trash compactor and dishwasher. Keep stairs and step stools away from the counters to prevent unauthorized exploring, and keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen, but always away from any heat source. Make sure the trash can has a lid and is inaccessible to children. Have a safe cupboard for your child to explore while you're cooking, and fill it with wooden spoons, plastic cups and lids, or other harmless items that they can play with while you're cooking. Use safety kites to keep children out of the kitchen when you're not there. For the bathroom, you should set the hot water heater to 120 degrees Fahrenheit to prevent scalding, and install anti-scalding devices on faucets and shower heads. You should keep the toilet seat down to prevent drowning, and install lid locks for extra safety. You should keep hair dryers, curling irons, electric shavers, and other electric devices out of the reach, and do not plug anything in near the bathtub. Install safety latches on cupboards, keeping medication, toiletries, and cleaning supplies out of their reach, and store medication in the counter, or in the medicine cabinet. Keep sharp objects out of reach, like razors, manicure clippers, and razors. Place non-skid stickers in the bathtub and rubber guards over the bathtub faucet to prevent injury, and place non-skid bath mat on the floor to prevent slipping. You should install ground fault circuit interrupters on all outlets, and remove lower locks on the bathroom doors so they don't accidentally lock themselves in. For the living room, you should place bumpers on all sharp corners and edges of the furniture and remove glass tabletops. You should make sure area rugs have non-slip pads and place indoor plants out of reach. Secure the TV, the bookshelves, and other furniture against walls to prevent tipping, and keep remote control CDs and videos out of reach. Remove any frayed or unnecessary extension cords. Place any breakables and table lamps out of the reach of the children. Install a fireplace grill, and keep matches and fireplace tools out of the reach. Keep recliner chairs closed unless in use because they can trap a child. For the hallways and stairs, you should install a safety gate at the top and the bottom of the stairs. Gates that screw into the wall are more secure than those that use pressure. You should not use accordion-type gates because they can cause strangulation. Remove any clutter or toys near the stairs to prevent tripping. Install handrails along the entire length of the stairs if they aren't already there. For the nursery, you should make sure that the playpen, crib, and other furniture are not near windows or dangling cords, heater vents, wall hangings, or sharp objects. Use a crib mattress that is firm and fits snugly into the crib. Do not place stuffed animals, blankets, comforters, pillows, or other bedding in the crib. Examine the crib to make sure it's safe. The slates should be no more than 2 3/8 inches or 6 centimeters apart. Posts in the corners should be short, at the most 2 millimeters, unless it is a canopy bed, and the decorative cutouts should be smaller than a baby's head. You should also make sure that the playpen is safe, which has the same measurements as the other. And the mesh on it should be less than 3/4 inch. Make sure that the diaper changing table has a safety strap and that changing supplies are in your reach because you don't want to leave a baby on a changing table. Install carpeting under the changing table and crib so that any accidental fall can be softened. For the bedrooms, you should install carbon monoxide detectors in any room that people sleep in. You should secure chests of drawers, bookcases, and other furniture to prevent top link. Inspect toys for smaller detachable parts. Dispose of broken or dangerous toys or toys that are heavy enough to cause injury. Do not leave balloons or plastic bags, even if they're filled, near children because they're one of the #1 suffocation hazards. Install safety rails on bunk beds and make sure ladders are firmly attached. For the garage and the yard, you should keep all toxins out of the reach of the children. Install safety latches on lower cupboards and use door locks or safety gates to keep children out of the garage. You should test the garage door to make sure it reverses automatically when there's an obstruction, and keep children away from exercise equipment at all times. Inspect outdoor play structures such as jungle gyms, playhouses, and slides for loose screws, sharp edges, splintered wood, and small removable parts that are choking hazards. Make sure the structures are stable and secure. Keep children away from barbecue grills, especially when they're in use. Fix any loose bricks or pathway cracks that can cause tripping. Place stickers on sliding glass doors so that children won't walk into them. Keep any firearms unloaded and securely locked away, and store ammunition in a locked separate area from the guns. Remember that children can drown in just 2 inches of water, so protect them from ponds, wells, kiddie pools, and deep puddles. Install slide or high hook and eye latch locks on all doors leading outside so that children cannot go outside unattended. And install a fence with a locking gate around the swimming pool if you have one. Most injuries can be prevented with child-proofing your home and by supervising your children, because child-proofing can never be 100% effective.